Hi, this is the Catacomb Kid. I am a bit new to the YouTubes. Um, as a content creator, not so much as a user, obviously. In this day and age, who can be new to YouTube? Um, what I'm here to do, what the goal of this channel is going to be, is juice reviews, specifically for e-cigarettes and e-cigarette users. Mainly because I don't see a whole lot of dedicated channels to this anymore. You used to have some, not very many, but mainly you find juice reviews on places like my Instagram, at the Catacomb Kid, places like ECF, and obviously on the juice websites. And I thought, well, shit, why not bring it back to YouTube? When I started vaping back in 2012, 13, somewhere in that ballpark, there were a lot more. Now they've all kind of died. Not sure why, but I'm going to try to kick off strong and jump right into a review. What we're vaping on today is Southern Sweet Tea. Make sure we can read that real nice. By the Sunday Supper line. This is a line that I found through a very popular, or two very popular reviewers actually, Grim Green and Ruby Roo. I'll post links down to their channels right down there, in the description. I've been watching those two kids for years, and I love them to death. Keep in mind, they're not giving me anything to plug their channels. Gaslight Vapor, where I got this juice, is not giving me anything to plug their juice. Sunday Supper's not giving me anything to plug their juice. But I'll have all the relevant links down below. What we're vaping on today, the setup at least, I've already told you the juice, is a White Hexone by Craving Vapor. This is a 2.1 edition, serial number 2 or 4124 for those that actually care about serial numbers. I'm not a collector, I don't, but some people are into it. On top of it, I have got an SXK clone, just because I can't quite pony up $120 for an RDA, of a Kennedy 24. On top of that, we have got a Nub Tip by Double Helix Designs. Great company. The lady that runs it is absolutely fabulous. I've done a lot of business with her. As far as me buying things from her, we did a trade not too long ago, an RDA for some swag, and she's just a complete sweetheart, and I love her to death. Her, but no, that's not what we're here for, folks. What we are here for is to learn about a juice that we may not have tried before. Just a kind of little, how am I vaping this? I have got a 6-wrap spaced 2 by 26 by 38 all Nichrome 80 fused Clapton. Dual coils, obviously. They're on a 3mm inside diameter. Not quite sure about the resistance. I know when I make my contact coils, they come out to about 0.1, 0.16, 0.18, that area. That's where I tend to stay with most of my stuff, unless I'm, squonking or whatever else. Running a series build, obviously, or running a parallel build. Produces a nice warm vape if you've got the power turned up. On this thing right here, I've got my potentiometer set right around 25%, which is, and I'm actually going to turn that up just a skosh. There we fucking go. We're up around 50% now. It gives me a nice warm vape on that patented Kennedy airflow. And again, sorry, Kennedy Enterprises, I can't afford your shit. I'm working on it. I'm working on it real hard. I'll post a link where to get the Authentics. I'll also post a link to where I got my SXK clone. Great company. Vaping Veteran Supply, I believe it is. Don't quote me. I'll have a link. Um, all good companies. I like to do business with smaller shops. Just, especially if they're veteran related. I'm not a big patriot. I love the United States, but I don't agree with a lot of things that happen here. But again, not the point of the video. What we're talking about is this juice. Now, for me, I drip at 6 milligrams daily. This is my all day, every day. I like to vape at high wattages. I like high nicotine because I used to smoke 2.5 packs a day. Here I am now. So, some things to know about this juice. First and foremost, if you're not a tea drinker, like a sweet tea drinker, you're probably not going to like it. And when I say sweet tea, I'm talking about sweet iced tea, which I know is kind of more of a southern thing. A lot of folks up north, it's not their deal. Out west, it's kind of hit and miss. But yeah, here in the South, we are big sweet tea fans, by and large. Not to make broad, sweeping generalizations and feeding stereotypes, but a lot of us like sweet tea. I'm no exception. If you are from the South, your house was probably very religious about what brand of tea y'all drank. Now, growing up, I drank a lot of Constant Comment. This is a black tea blend. Typically Sun Tea, we made it sweet, and I really enjoyed it growing up. As I've grown up, I've developed my own tastes, obviously. Blech, dingle clacks. Alright. So, as I've grown up and developed my own taste, I prefer Lipton. Another popular brand out there is Louisiane. Now, I've drank all of them. They all have a different flavor, obviously. From this juice, I get somewhere between Constant Comment, which is a more cardamom heavy like you'd find in an Earl Grey. It's a slightly floral flavor. And Louisiane, which has more of a kind of fruity sweetness that I can't really put my finger on. It's not one any fruit. It just has a fruity taste, if that makes any sense. So this Southern Sweet Tea, again, falls right in between that floral and that fruity, all while keeping that sweet tea flavor. Now, this isn't for everybody. I understand that. I'm not really a big tea vapor, or at least I haven't been until recently. This is my first bottle of this stuff, and I don't think it'll be my last. Something that may turn a lot of folks off. This juice is throaty. It really is, even for, again, somebody who vapes 6 milligrams all day, every day, in everything. The upside is that throatiness actually goes away after the half a dozen hits, and you really get that flavor of the tea, which is really excellent. And there's really not a whole lot to say about it. It's not a very sweet tea. A lot of people like their tea like brown Kool-Aid. I do. I really do. Because I'm terrible. And I hate my body. As you can see, I am not a slim and trim human being. I'd like to be one day, but Southern home cooking will keep you thick. And it's unfortunate. But while not being too sweet, while having that fruity, florally tea undertone, it's a really excellent juice, and I really enjoy it a lot. As you saw in kind of my pissy little, here's the up close of my coils, it's not super hard on your cottons. It doesn't turn them funny colors like a lot of juices do. And that's something I really pick up on. Especially with spaced coils, a thing I hate doing freehand. It's really obvious, and I hate rewicking spaced coils. I've been running this for a few hours now, and typically if a juice is going to fuck up your coils and cottons, it's going to do it that fast, at least in my experience. So it's a good clean running juice. It is different. It's a step out from what a lot of people are typically looking for, and really it's nice. It'd be really great in the summertime. I can't really rightly call what's happening right now out my window is called Winter. I think it was like 40 some odd when I went and walked my dogs. Um, but yeah, it's nice. It's nice in this weather right now. I'd prefer it, in a warmer part of the year with a nice tall sweating glass of sweet tea. I think it would complement it very nicely. But overall, um, man, it's not an expensive juice. It's not a cheap juice by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not expensive. So over at Gaslight Vapor, the same place that I picked this stuff up, a 60 mil runs $25. A 120 runs 45. That's nothing really to shake a stick at. That's pretty, budget friendly. You're not gonna need you're not going to need your 5 ponds money. You're not going to need your glass money. It's a reasonably priced juice, and it's good. And whoever, I think it's Music City Vape Sauce, the same folks that make that, the same folks that make the Ruby Crew and the Lane Cove juice, they did an excellent job. I don't know what they've done to get that cardamom and that fruitiness into this sweet tea, and how they've done it without adding just a boatload of sweetener to make it as sweet as it is, which again is not overpowering, is just mind-boggling to me. So I would definitely advocate at least go and try a bottle. I mean, again, I'm not getting a kickback from anything. This is my first video. Why would they give me a kickback? Like, my Instagram does not have that many followers. It is a small channel, and I just do this because I'm bored. So yeah, go and grab you a bottle, enjoy it. If you like tea. If you don't like tea, don't get the juice. It's just a thing. I enjoy it. I like it a lot. But yeah, man, I'm not going to give it a numerical rating. I think that's kind of dumb. I'm not going to banana sticker it like Grim Green. I'll give it a thumbs up, though. Yeah, thumbs up. Thumbs up for Sunday Supper. They did a good job. They've got they've got a couple other flavors that I'm looking at right now that I'm kind of like, I want to real bad. I'm just very hesitant because I'm very set in my ways when it comes to my juice. Like I said, I've been vaping since 2012, 2013, so it's been a little bit of a minute since I started. I don't really bounce around flavors too much anymore. I like the profiles I like. I don't like the profiles I don't like. And this was a step out for me, and I think you should step out too. Give it a shot. Thanks, guys. Keep on vaping.